Oh guys, Butcher Boy Chummer here. Okay, tutorial extravaganza for yous. A little bit worse for wear with a brandy and green ginger, so I'm a little bit half cut. But we'll see if we can get through a few tutorials for yous, so you can make the most of the blocks there. Oh, thank you, Jod. Keep smiling. Okay, I haven't switched anything off because I'm just running through this quickly. But I've had a few requests on the old YouTube, so the first thing I'm going to go through is glitchy doors. So we can see when we open the door, it glitches through the block. You can see it. How to get rid of that. Okay. Now the block I use, if I can find it. Now bear with us guys, as I say it, a little bit worse for wear. I'll show you the blocks. You guys just pause and copy the blocks as you want. But that's the block I use. Now if you look, it is 2 blocks from the base of the workshop. Okay, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 5 blocks wide by 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks by 5 blocks by 1, 2, 3, 4. So, front of the workshop there. Okay. So it's 1 block in, 2 blocks up. You start your block. So 1 block in, 2 blocks up, 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? And then when you've got the base, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 back. So it's 5 altogether. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not a perfectly square block, right? But that's what it looks like. Now I put detail in like door locks, things like that. But just do the block plain for now, and add the detail as you need. But that's where you are. So front of the workshop, 1 block in, 2 blocks up, and then build your block, right? Now when you lay it, it's 2 blocks the same as the door. So 1, 2, 1, 2. And as you can see, right, now the name of the block is big. Right, so you call the block big. So when you're in your workshop, don't need a chat pad for this. You select your block, go into your workshop so the menu comes up, press start, and then the set custom block you select big. Right, and as you'll notice when you've done that, because of the size you've done it, remember front of the workshop, so when you lay it, comes out 1 block, but on the back it is perfectly flush. Okay, and when you lay your door, right, and when you open it, because it comes out 1 block, you lose the glitching. See that? So you no longer have any glitching, right? And because it opens inwards, because this is flush, it doesn't glitch anyway. See that? So that's your first tutorial. Okay. Next tutorial. I've been asked about the monks. So what I'll do, I'll put the model in the workshop. We'll have a slow walk around so you can see what it looks like, and then you can copy it. Now this is the body of the monk. Now remember, front of the workshop, 2 blocks. Right, so if we'll get up high, that's your front of your workshop. Now notice, I've built it off center. Right, off center. So that's the top. For good luck, pause it if you need to. And that's your back. There's your sides. There's your front. Okay, so when you look at the preview, that's what you've got. Remember, pause it, count your blocks. But you build it off center. Okay, so that it matches the head. It's got to be built off center. Alright. So that's your blocks. Hopefully you can count them. Pause it and count them. Right. Okay, now that hasn't got any animation added to it. It's just a plain block. Now the head, we'll do the wind one. So if you remember, guys, whenever I make dudes, I have the heads animated. I've got this animated with wind. So remember, you select your block. When you're in your workshop, you've got your menu up. When you press start, set custom block, you name it wind. Right? Or if you've got a chat pad or keyboard, it's set name wind. Right? But that's your block. Now remember, it's off center. So there's one block gap. That's your front of your workshop, the two blocks. There's one block gap, the same as your body. And then the head's built. So we'll go to the top so you can see what it looks like. Slow rotate around. Right. Come down the back. Now obviously I've done sort of a Chinese style monk. It's a bit of a rip off, because it's like, you know, the long tash in the ponytail, you know, the usual the Chinese models out of the films and stuff like that. It's just so when you look at it, you can see straight away, that represents like the Chinese style. But that's your front. Now if I look at the preview, you can see how it's built. I'm sorry about the flim flam on this. It just branding green ginger and tutorials don't go together. But hopefully yous are following it and you can build it. That's a side there. Are pretty straightforward, the heads. Once you build one head, you can build all the heads the same. Just change the hair, the tash and stuff like that. But the actual face and the head is exactly the same on all my models. Just the hair different. Or if it's a miner, I just added a yellow hat. Things like that. Head's always the same. So if you can build a head like that, you can build any model you want. So that's the head. I've called it wind. You can call that twizzle as well. So that'll turn from side to side. I've got one called twizzle. Pretty much the same. All I've done with that is change a little bit of the hair, change the eyes. See? But it's basically the same model, just a couple of little changes, and I've called it twizzle. So that turns from side to side. Right? Body models as well. I've got two body models. Now this is the one I usually use for me dwarves, but I thought, you know, we can keep it in there. So that's built off center as well. That's actually built off center the other way. But you can see the model as it stands. And he's got a dirty big axe attached to his back. Use whatever you want for the legs, and you know, you can change the clothes or the representation of clothes by just changing the blocks. Right. So that's your. And this guy's, you know, he's got a bit of a staff or a walking stick in his hand. That's your preview. So if you just pause it, have a look at the blocks. Now I have a bit of a cock up that one. It should be built off centre the other side. So that one gap there should be on this side to match the heads. But I've arsed up, so I will apologise for that. Just build exactly the same model, but do it one block to the right. Alright, so that's your monks and your dudes. Alright. Now, next one. I've been asked about stairs. Now, let's see what we find. Here we go. Now, front of the workshop, remember? There you go. Right. Now, what I've done is, at the bottom, I've started off one block in either side, and I've put 2 blocks. So you can see it's 1 block in, and then 2 blocks on the bottom, and then off them 2 blocks right across I've built a platform. That's your first stair. You can see it on the preview. That's your 2 blocks at the bottom, and then I've built a platform right across. Okay. Then from the back, so you built your 2 blocks, just attach, so it's 1 in, and then from the back, 2 up, 1 across. Same on this side, 1 in, 2 up, 1 across, and then you build another platform exactly the same, straight across. Basically just carry on that all the way up. So you can see 1 in, 2 up, 1 across, 1 in, 2 up, 1 across, all the way up, and then build your platforms across. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, all 2 wide, 1, 2, full 8 blocks across. There should be going 1 block up from each one. Well, that's your step, right? So when you're late, that's it there, and you can obviously you can build it 3 across, and the next one you build up a little platform and take your platform away. Sorry about this, Arsenal. That's your stairway. Okay. Now then, I do believe someone mentioned how would you do a spiral staircase with that. Well, you would need 2 blocks for that. First of all, you need that stairway block, and the next block you would need is a straightforward platform. So what we'll do, we'll use this. So top of your workshop, just build a platform, 1 block all the way around. What we'll do is get rid of that. Right, so you've got a platform, a straightforward that's a preview, you can see it. Top of the workshop, you've got one platform. You can add a bit of detail to it if you want, but that's what you basically want. Okay, and what you do for your spiral staircase, we'll get out of here. Oh, it's a bit cramped for me, getting a bit claustrophobic here. So you can build one block. So that's where you start. Okay. And then you get your staircase. And you start on whichever side you want. Right? One there. Then your platform. There. Okay, and then you'll build block, put a stairway on it, and it will be block, platform. See how it's working? And then obviously you would delete them blocks, and then your next block. There, stairway, and then there, platform, delete them two, next block, stairway, next block, platform, delete them. Oh, what a noob. I do recommend when you're playing FortressCraft, make sure you're sober. Next block, there, put it 2. And it's stairways and platform. And delete that. You see what you've got? You've got yourself a nice spiral staircase. Right? And it's the right height because you need at least 2 blocks to climb up. So if we get rid of the jetpack, we can get up there safely. Alright? So, that's your spiral staircase. One more little tip for you guys. Let's fly over to the pagoda and I'll show you this one. I've got my settings a little bit high for this, so I do apologise for things disappearing if they start disappearing while we're doing this. Now then, you guys keep asking, stairs, when are we going to have proper stairs, stuff like that. Sick of having to jump up them. You don't have to jump. First thing you need to do is make sure on your relics, speed boots are on, jump boots off, jetpack off. Oh, right? Now, when you're running towards a staircase, keep your A button pressed. Right? So I'll not press it yet, I'll tell you when I'm pressing. So I'm running, press. See how quick that was? Running, press. Running, press. Now you see how easy that was. Just pressing the A button. Run, A. Run, A. Run, A. Arcus has made it so the A button corresponds with the jumps when you're running up stairways, and it works. So all you guys have got to realise is when you're running and you've got your jetpack off and your speed boots on, keep your finger on A, and you'll run upstairs. Alright, so that's my whack. keep smiling. All the best for the holidays for you guys. Have a great new year. And thanks for watching. Ta-ra now.